If you guys need any FIFA 22 coins, make sure you check out igvault.com. Their link is down in the description. They're fast, cheap and reliable, and if you use code REMA you can get yourself a nice 6% extra discount. So what's going on, guys? My name's Ash and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, guys, I've got something that will really help you out if you are struggling in FIFA 22, and that is the corner kick tactic to score every single time. I'm not even joking, guys. Every time I have attempted this style of corner kick, I have scored a goal, especially if I've pulled it off correctly. Obviously, if I do that wrong, that's on me, but every time I've done it correctly, it has flown into the top corner. For the longest time on this game, I was struggling with corners. It just took me to think outside of the box, quite literally, and it got a lot easier. Just before I show you the corner kick that could lead to many broken controllers, I would appreciate it if you could drop this video a thumbs up, as that really does help me out. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos like this one, and also turn on notifications so you're notified when a video is posted. And with all that aside, guys, oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this, but let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so in order to perform the corner kick that I'm about to show you, you need to do this first. You need to go into your custom tactics. It doesn't matter which formation you use, and set your corners to 3, because if you look at the players in the diagram on the right, there is always somebody hanging around the edge of the box, and that is what you need. So definitely have this on 3, otherwise this might not work. Now, the second thing you guys should do is turn on timed finishing. This isn't as important as the tactic, but you know, if you have timed finishing on and you green a shot, then it makes your chances of scoring much higher, and it's useful to have on all round because it does help you score more goals, especially with how overpowered goalkeepers are. You need your shots to be as good as they possibly can be. But now we've got those important things out the way, let's get into this corner kick. We're going to watch it together and then we're going to talk our way through it, and I'll show you some more examples so you guys get the idea. Okay, guys, so here is the corner. We're going to watch it together and then we're going to break it down so you guys know exactly what you're doing when it comes to this tactic. So you see we pass it short, ping it back there, finesse shot, goal. What just happened? Exactly. So you'll see, as we're about to take the corner, you can see we spawn with a man right near the player taking the corner kick. And in order to do that, you need to hold R1 as the ball goes out for the corner, or RB if you are on Xbox. This makes it so there is a player right next to the person taking the corner kick. You then play the pass to the person that has come short, immediately turn around and do a driven pass to the player on the edge of the box. And to do that, you hold R1 and X, or RB and A. The next bit is pretty easy. You just aim a finesse shot in the far corner, hit it, maybe time it, and it goes in. Like, genuinely, it just goes in. So although that seems very simple, it can be difficult to execute it if you haven't done it before, but because I've practiced it many times, it just comes naturally to me. Based on what we saw from that clip, I hope you guys understand why you need your corners on 3 in your custom tactics, because you can see that we use the player on the edge of the box to ping the ball to him so he can get a clear shot on goal. Just so you guys don't think this was a fluke, I'm going to show you a couple more examples that I have recorded. I've done this multiple times, but I've only got a few on record for you. So here you can see we get another corner, we hold R1 so the player does come short, we play it to the player there, ping it to the edge of the box, turn, shoot, bang, goal. Again, here is the slowed down version so you guys can see exactly what I do. I just play it short, as you can see, play it to the edge of the box with a driven pass, make the angle for the shot, finesse shot, top corner, goal. Like, genuinely, guys, it is as simple as that. In case 2 wasn't enough for you, here we go again with the third example. Pass it short, ping it to the edge of the box, turn, shoot, goal. Like, genuinely, guys, that is all you have to do. Now I've shown you the main concept for this corner kick, let me clear some things up for you guys so you don't start getting stuck with it. There will not always be a situation where your player is clearly on the edge of the box in a lot of space, or there might be a time where your opponent knows what you're going to do because you've done it before in the game. And this is where you guys have to improvise, because obviously if you do things too much, people will just know what you're going to do, especially if you attempt it multiple times in a game. So this is where you really have to improvise what you're doing. The best thing to do if somebody clocks on to what you're about to do, if they know you're gonna, play it short and then pass it back, for example, and they start marking that before you can make the ball, then what you should probably do is take it short anyway, but go towards the goal instead of just passing it back straight away, so it confuses him a little bit, and then as he runs back to try and tackle you, you can then make that angle to pass it back again. You see what I mean? You just have to make it up as you go along sometimes. Because when you play it short, it's impossible for your opponent to know exactly what you're gonna do? Like, are you going to pass it back, or are you just going to run towards the goal? Like, he has to make a choice, and you guys can just choose the other one. Another issue you might find is that if you keep doing this and there's not enough space around the edge of the box because your players are now being marked, for example, it's okay to just pass the ball around a little bit. Like, still play it short, but just knock it around a little bit until you get that shooting opportunity on the edge of the box, because that is all you need. If there is a clear chance to shoot, you're good. So like I said, it's all about the improvisation if your opponent is good and knows what you're going to do, because that's what a good opponent does. For example, you know, if I was being hit with that corner tactic multiple times in a game, I'd adapt the way I defend that, because I remember what my opponent does, I remember what he likes to do, and then I can work around that. That's what a good player does. So what you have to do is counter their counter. Another thing that you guys might be worried about when trying this tactic is, what if my player's not got good shooting? And if you take a look at all of my 3 examples, I used Wijnaldum with a shadow on him, and his shooting is not great. It's in the 70s, guys. So you really don't have to worry what the shooting stats of your players are, because honestly, you can score anyway. I've done it multiple times. For example, I've scored a finesse shot on Di Maria's right foot, and he's got a 2-star weak foot, for example. It's all about having that confidence and believing you'll score, because although the angle and distance looks ridiculous, the goalkeepers just don't have an answer to these shots. They just cannot save them. I'm not going to lie to you guys though, of course if you have a higher rated player with better shooting, this is going to be much more successful because it's almost a guaranteed goal every time. But if you use lower rated players, for example like Wijnaldum, like I've done, it still goes in the majority of the time, because like I said, finesse shots are broken and keepers just cannot stop them. So yeah, if you have high rated players with good shooting, then that is perfect, and if you don't, it really doesn't matter. That's my point. You can score this with anybody. And if this doesn't work for you the first time, you might not be doing it correctly, and that's understandable because you might not have practiced this before. But if you give it time and really work on those angles and make it smooth, you will start scoring these a hell of a lot more. Because that's the thing with FIFA, the more you play it, the more you know about which angles are the most effective, which angles aren't, and you can basically tell if a shot will go in just by the position you're in on the field. So if you are struggling, just give it time, follow the tips that I have given you, and those goals will soon start flying in. I can promise you that. I don't know if EA are going to patch this, because obviously if they change finesse shots, for example, this might not be as effective. But right now, before any updates are out, this is the best way to score corner kicks, because crosses are unreliable, and goalkeepers, you know, from shots inside the box, such as headers, you know, they just save everything. So your best bet is to just shoot from about 25 yards, and you'll score a lot more goals. But yeah, that is my corner kick tutorial, guys. If it has helped you out or you have enjoyed the video, I would very much appreciate it if you could drop this video a thumbs up, as that does really help me out. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new, so you never miss out on any tips and tricks videos like this one. I also have a lot of FIFA 22 content coming out over the next few weeks, and obviously don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified when a video is posted. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.